Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hi, welcome to Money Mondays. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to let a few more people get on and then we'll get started. Tonight, we're going to talk about prepping for summer. So, this is a real big topic. Summer is coming up. I'm super excited about so anytime summer comes, it takes me back to my childhood. I remember how I was growing up, and I'm just ready to have a good time. But I want to make sure that we're being intentional this year, especially when it comes to our money, what we're doing, how we're executing, so on and so forth. So come on in. Hey, Candy, welcome to Money Mondays. Hey, Carla, welcome to Money Mondays. Let me not touch it. I have two streams, so I want to make sure I don't touch nothing, Lord. As soon as you get to fiddling and fiddling, stuff start falling. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. It's a minute after 9. More people will join as we start. But tonight we're going to talk about prepping for summer. So, the biggest plan that I see with people is that they don't plan. Okay. And you know what they say, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So, summer is one of those things that comes around every single year. We know it's coming, but for some reason, it seems like it's always a surprise, especially when it comes to our money, doing fun things for summer, vacationing, our food budget, if you have kids at home, so on and so forth. So we're going to talk about that tonight. So the reason why you want to prep for summer, just like everything, you guys know I'm a big planner. And I believe in prepping for everything. You got to look at every situation, every scenario, so that you, one, can have the summer you want, and two, you don't blow your budget. So usually in summer, people expenses go up, right? And that's because they're outside, they're having a good time, they're eating out more, they're visiting friends, they have kids, the kids are out of school, they're eating everything they see. It's just all of these variables that are contributing to your expenses. And then some people, teachers and so on and so forth, bus drivers, their income reduces drastically in the summer. So those are all things that you have to take into account when it comes to your situation, so that you're prepared, right? So that your money is where it should be. It shouldn't be feast or famine. So in summertime, it's really bad. You're down, you're in the famine mode. And then when fall comes back around, you're in feast mode. So let's talk about that tonight. Now, this applies to you if you have kids, if you're single, if you're in a fixed income, if you don't have kids, or you just want to have an amazing summer. So if those describe you, then stay tuned. The first thing we're going to talk about is food. Now, I talked about this a few months ago, back when we did no spend. Was it no spend? I think it was no spend March, or when we talked about cutting expenses. But it's always worth a revisit. Hey, Lauren, welcome to Money Monday. I don't know about you all, but the grocery store is eating me alive, literally. I mean, oh my God. So let's talk about the food for this summer. Some of the things that you can do is buy in bulk. So get into those Sam's Clubs, get into those Costco's, and buy in bulk, and then separate into quantities or into servings, right? So if you know your kids are going to be home this summer, you might want to consider maybe buying a large thing of oatmeal packs, right? And then telling them, okay, everybody can have 1 or 2 packs of oatmeal a day, or buying the juice that they like from the wholesale club and buying it in bulk and saying, listen, these juices, they have to last you for X amount of days. So if you all get to, June 15th and you don't have any juice, you're going to have to drink water. So govern yourselves accordingly. So that's one of the ways that you can save on food. You can schedule your meals, right? And I'm talking about cooked meals as well as meals that you are eating out. Schedule those things. If you want to go have a happy hour or drinks with your girlfriends, or do something after work, or meet the guys and watch a game. I think games are on in the summer. I don't know. Just schedule it, right? Build it into your budget so that you're not blowing your budget every time somebody wants to go out, every time you don't feel like cooking, every time there's an event, you're not blowing your budget. Another good tip for your children is to pack their lunches. Usually when kids are home, they aren't eating lunch at school. So that means that you need to keep them into the routine that they're used to be on. You don't need a snack every 5 minutes, right? When you're a kid or an adult, like this for us too. You just need one snack. So make sure you're planning their lunches, and then stock up your freezer. So A good idea, especially because you know it's coming, is to start stocking up now. So if you see hamburger patties on sale, if you see their chips on sale, whatever you see that's on sale that you know they like, you can start stocking up on that now, buying an extra one or two a month or one or two a week, so that when summer hits, they're there, right? And you have them available. Stick to your food budget. So how much are you going to spend? If you're going to spend $400, $500 a month on food, if you're going to spend $200 a week on food, that's what it is, right? So stick to your food budget. Make sure you're using those discount stores like Aldi, the farmers markets, whatever it is to help you save money, but stick to that food budget. Hey, Debbie, welcome to Money Monday. And then lastly, create a schedule. So I already talked about this. Create a schedule of when you're going to eat lunch, when you're going to eat dinner, what's going to happen for breakfast. Even if the kids are going to summer camp, you still want to have a schedule so that you kind of know what's going on and you have more control over that food and ultimately that food budget. Okay, so that's food. Let's talk about money, the nitty gritty of money. First things first is you have to set your limits in advance. Anytime you're doing something, you want to set a budget for that, right? So I don't care what it is, whether you're going to the Beyonce concert, where you're going to a comedy show, where you're going to on vacation, and we'll talk about that in a second, where you're going to have a family day at the water park. You want to set your limit, right? Okay, we're only going to spend $150 at the water park. That's admission, that's snacks, that's sunscreen, that's sandwiches, that's whatever. Our budget is $100. That's going to help you. Track your spending. Most people, they set the plan, but they don't track the plan, and that's where they have issues. So you want to make sure that you're tracking your spending as you go along. Then I have buy slow, buy low. So I talked about this with food, but you can stock up on things. Guess what's about to go on sale if your kids wear uniforms? Uniforms. So buy some extra uniform pants this year as the school year is ending, because I guarantee you they're going to be on sale. They're going to be on clearance. They may be a little big or a little snug next year, but if you could buy pants for $5 versus $20, this is a good time to do it. Let's talk about vacation. A lot of people want to take vacations and they don't, right? And I don't believe that it's due to a lack of resources. I think that it's due to a lack of planning. So we're already in April. Let's say you save $1,000 for the next 3 months. That's $3,000 that you will have in July for your vacation. You can plan a vacation in a month. Even if you're planning it at the end of July or early August, you can plan a vacation in a month. I know I do it all the time. I don't know why we wait so late, but I do it, so I know it's possible. So start planning and budgeting for your vacation now. Whatever it is that you want to do, right? Figure out where you want to go, how much it's going to cost, who's going to be there, who you are responsible for paying for, and then build your plan from there. And if you start now, I guarantee you can take a vacation this summer. You can also look into staycations, right? So see your city. You don't have to always go outside of your state or your city. Like I'm in Texas, we could go to Austin for the day. We could do a day trip to Austin. We can go to Houston for the weekend. And that's going to be much cheaper than trying to plan a 7-day all-inclusive vacation. And then if you are going out of town, plan shorter trips. So instead of doing 7 days in Jamaica, do 4 days in Jamaica, right? Do 5 days in Jamaica. I promise you, I would rather be in Jamaica for 3 days than 0. That's just me. Take advantage of free. I cannot stress this enough. So if you've been following me a while, you know that I'm originally from Missouri, St. Louis, and we have so many free activities. It's ridiculous. Like our zoo is free. Our museums are free. The Arch is free. They constantly have festivals. They have parks. They have the library. They have where you can rent bikes, which is not free, but it's still something very low cost that you can do. So start looking into low cost and free activities that you can do and become a tourist in your city. Have you ever talked to somebody and they loved your city and you're like, why do you love this city? It's because they're not from there. They're tourists. So become a tourist in your city and start taking advantage of those free activities, those free attractions, all of that good stuff. I know one of the things that they do in St. Louis in Forest Park, which is like our central park, is they have an African Arts Festival every year. And you go, they have events. It's culturally driven. It's amazing. I'm so mad that, I miss it since I've been down here in Texas. They have food vendors, so you can buy food. They have other vendors where you can buy things. So that's something that you can take advantage of, especially if you don't have a big budget. Now's the time for you to start thinking about summer camps if you have kids. Don't wait till the last day of school to start thinking about where these kids are going to go, because all the good camps, all the free camps, all the tuition based camps, all of the financial assistance where you can sign up and get help and get some money off the camps are going to be booked. So start looking now. Okay. Another thing that you can do to focus on your money is to do an energy audit. So typically in the summer, people lower their lower their AC units because it's so hot. So start doing your energy budget so that you can save on energy costs. You want to start knocking off debt now so that when summer comes, you're not really debt heavy and you can really do the things that you want to do. That's another tip. Discount sites. I love me a good Groupon, honey. Groupon will save you. They have also have discount cards. So in your city, Google like Dallas discount cards where you pay one price. It might be $100 or $200 for 2 or 4 people, and you can go to all of these different attractions for that $100, and it's usually a good deal. You'll typically save a few $100s by doing that. I know they have it in St. Louis. I know they have it in New York. I know they have it in Florida. They have it all over. So look for those discount cards and make sure you're taking advantage of those discount sites. If you have kids that are graduating from high school, now is the time for them to start looking for summer jobs. Now is the time for them to start thinking about side hustles. What are they going to do? Don't wait until they've moved out the dorms and they're coming back home, or they walk across the stage and they have their cap and gown in hand to start thinking about what they're going to do this summer. Because again, the longer you wait, hey Ada Lee, welcome to Money Monday. The longer you wait, the more those prime activities get booked. So start thinking about summer choices now. Start planning now. They also want to, if you have kids going to college or going back to college in the fall, they want to complete their FAFSA. They also want to start looking into scholarships. I know they probably have already been looking into scholarships, but don't slow down the pace. Keep your foot on the gas. Something else that you can do to prep for summer is to start scaling back, right? You don't have to go to all the events. You don't have to go to all the things and eat all the foods and drink all the drinks. You don't have to do that. So start scaling back now so that when summer comes, it's not of shock to you. Start thinking about your income adjustments. So I mentioned this earlier. A lot of people, their income code goes down in the summer. So teachers, bus drivers, custodians, those type of professions, basically any profession, like if you do taxes, accounting, all of that, your income can go down in the summer. So start making those adjustments within your budget now so that you can be prepared for that and you're not caught off guard, maybe like you were last year. Okay, plan a garage sale. Baby, if you got people like me, one man's trash is another man's treasure. We love a good garage sale. So that's a good way for you to declutter and raise money, but also know when to splurge. So even though you're having a garage sale and you're trying to get rid of stuff and make more money and blah, 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 do all that, still know when to splurge. Okay. Let me give you 2 tips. I always like to give tips at the end of Money Mondays. The first tip that I've seen, and this applies to me as well, is stop letting people trick you into a bill, right? We live in a society where everybody wants to be rich and famous or known or on social media flexing. That's fine, right? But do not let somebody trick you into a bill. Just because your homegirl got a new car, that doesn't mean you need to go out and get a new car. Just because your friend is on trip after trip after trip, you never know what people are doing to fund their lifestyle. You never know what people are doing to pay those bills. Like who trying to be stuck in the office day in, day out, struggling to pay an $800 car note? Not me. So stop letting people trick you into a bill. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is it's not the planning that gets people. It's not the planning that trips people up. It's the execution. A lot of people can plan for days. They can tell you about their plans all day, all night. They got enough plans to build a Taj Mahal. But it's the execution that trips people up. So if you know that you're one of those people, and I'm one of those people, so I have to be very intentional, start focusing on the execution, because the gold, the lifestyle, the having fun is in the execution. Okay, so that's it for Money Mondays. Hopefully you all found heard some tips and got some strategies that you can use this summer to really make sure that you're being intentional with your spending, to make sure that you are focused with your spending so that you don't blow your budget this summer, to have a fun summer, not a boring summer where you're in the house and you're, you know, terrible at whatever, you're bored, you don't know what to do. So take these tips, take what you need, leave what you don't for the next person. I hope you guys enjoy Money Mondays. I love you. Have a great week. Yeah, and that's it. I will see you next Monday. Bye bye.